Welcome back. 10 places where money hides. Number 8, money hides in information. You heard me right. I say information. So I was surprised last year. I was visiting a friend, and she told me, I'm stressed. I said, why are you stressed? And she said, I haven't met my target. I said, what do you mean? He said, yes. She works for this charitable organization. It's a foundation endowed with hundreds of millions of dollars. She's one of the African representatives. And in the African continent, they have targets that this particular financial year, in this particular region, you must disburse, for example, 500 million US dollar to charitable causes, NGOs, foundation, CBOs. And sometimes for them to disburse the money, even though it is donor-funded money, they can't just give the money anyhow. You have to qualify. They have their own standards to qualify you. And he says, people are coming up with proposals, but proposals that do not really make a lot of sense. And therefore, we are stuck with money. And we can't disburse. We are short of our target. I say, how much is that? He said, like, $200 million. We are short of it. I say, the world is unfair. So you got $200 million to give away. And you can't give it away because people can't do the right things to access the money. But then I asked myself, how many people out there know that there are such organizations looking for humanitarian causes to support, to sponsor, to donate money to? And they are looking for, and they can't find. And end of the year, they have like 200 million US dollar. You're talking about 750 billion Uganda shillings returned to the donor because they couldn't find the right people to give the money out to. But there are many people, millions of people, with the right causes in mind, with the ideas, with the dreams, with the visions, with the talents, but they have no information where the money is. Money hides in information. Money hides in exposure. Information gives you exposure. When you travel around, when you go to forums, when you read books, when you search the internet, when you access information, money is not very far from information. Let me tell you, the idea you have, someone somewhere is dying to sponsor. Someone somewhere is dying to give money for, money to, but you have no information. No wonder I'll support this by a verse from the Bible that says, my people perish for lack of knowledge. Not because of lack of resources, no, but lack of knowledge, lack of insight. I say, money hides in information. I have a friend that I've known for about maybe, I would say 6 years. A dynamic entrepreneur who joined this organization just as a salesperson. But today, she owns the organization. And she told me recently, she said, Pepe, you should visit. You came to our last office? I said, yes, I did. He said, oh, we moved. I said, where are you now? She said, we are across the office where we used to be. A bigger, larger place. I said, so what windfall? What happened? He said, no, we got a grant. I said, come on, tell me about it. He said, hey, I was put into some accelerator program. I was well prepared, and then we qualified for a grant. And we've expanded the business. And they are almost going like regional. Now, do you know that there are many organizations running left, right, center with grant money looking for investment to put the money in? But you have many hustlers, that as they call themselves, who are managing small households of 5 million, of 10 million, of 20 million Uganda shillings, paying rent, paying school fees, upkeep, buying medication for their parents with the same money, and they can't grow. For 5 years, they are hustling. For 10 years, they are not growing. Auctioneers come for them. Money lenders come for them. But they have no idea that their foundations There are even government institutions, foreign-based or locally based, but from foreign countries, that offers money, grants, to genuine, viable, substantial, sustainable, and futuristic businesses. Did you know about this? You may say, Pepe, where is that happening? In Dubai? No. In South Africa? No. In America? No. In Uganda? Hundreds of organizations capable of offering grants in the tune of hundreds of millions to entrepreneurs who have even no track record in entrepreneurship, but who can prove sustainability, who can prove viability, and they get funded. Just this past week, some 6 months back, a young man called me and said, I want to talk to you, me and my business partner. We want to talk to you. We think you can give us insight and ideas. We have this hustle. They both have full-time jobs. But he said, we have this hustle that we do that we want to take to the next level. And we had a discussions. And I just share ideas. To me, they were just plain ideas. 6 months later, I hear, oh, they took their business profile to the next level. They packaged themselves. They repositioned themselves. And they've just accessed some grants. Close to 200 million Uganda shillings in Uganda. A local enterprise. Here. Why? They had information I didn't have. They had information you don't have. They prepared themselves, prepared a proposal, went out there and competed. And they were the only company that was selected and given a grant. And they are going to turn around their organization. And their fortune will change. I say money hides in information. They say you want to hide information from an African? Put it in a book. We don't read magazines. We don't read publications. We don't read books. We don't attend forums. We attend entertainment. We love football. We sit there watching people that are making money every single hour, money that we'll never make in our lifetime. We are not interested to productive knowledge that will give us ideas where we can find opportunities and money. I say money hides in information. That's why my favorite quote of all time, in all my 10 books, I always repeat, 2 things will change your life. The people you meet and the books you read. By the books, I mean the information you access. So just know that money hides in information. Earlier on the show, I talked about the acres of diamond story. Hafiz, this farmer that was farming potatoes and maize and local, produce, stuff, vegetables. Little did he know that the farm he sat on was covered with acres and acres of diamond. And someone came one day and told Hafiz, have you ever seen a diamond? He said, no, never seen a diamond. He said, did you know that if you got a diamond just as little as this little finger of yours, it could change your life, it could change the life of your family, it could change your community, it could change your entire district. And the gentleman started dreaming. Started wondering, where will I find a diamond to change my life from a farmer to someone that is wealthy? And guess what? Foolishly, he sold the farm and he went in search of diamond. Little did he know that the farm he sat on for years was covered with acres and acres of diamond. The person that bought the farm from Hafiz later on discovered that was a mining area, and the rest is history. How many of us are sitting on acres of diamond? In our jobs, in our communities, in our marriages, in our lives, and we have no idea that we are sitting in a billion Uganda shillings idea, in a billion US dollar venture, but you have no information. No information, absolutely. So my challenge to you tonight, search for information. Don't just read the paper for the sake of reading the paper. Read the paper by looking the right information. Don't just read local papers, read the regional papers. Don't just read regional paper, read international papers, global papers. Catch the trend, understand where the ball is moving, understand where the world is headed, because money hides in information. When there are international global conferences, look for summaries. Where are the funding going? Where are the people interested into investing? I say money hides in information. And lastly, number 10, money hides in choices. We make choices, and the choices we make us. When you see a man complaining and hustling about the kind of salary they earn, the kind of revenue they have, the living standard where their kids go to school, and their welfare, I say, everything we are and everything will ever become are but the product of our choices. You make your choices, and your choices make you. And choices have consequences. In fact, someone told me there is something called the law of compensation. When you choose to work hard in school, or you choose to play with your books, you have already made choices and the kind of fortune and money you'll have in life. Let me tell you this story. They say, you have these kids in school, they don't care, they tell them work hard, they don't work hard, they are so playful. Then you have these other kids that are working so hard, day and night, getting ready for exam, preparing over and over. Holiday time, they don't go home, they stay in school, they do extra tuition. And the other guys are thinking that these are foolish. You are off trend. Then there is something called the law of compensation. As they finish school and they move to the next level, the one that worked hard and got the marks and qualified and became architects and became doctors and became actuarial scientists, and they got into crafts that they had to use their brain to quote their work. Do you know, in most international bidding standards, the architects get a certain percentage of the entire cost of the project. And you go to a project site that is costing, let's say, 15 billion Uganda shillings. If the architect has even 6% of the cost of the building, you can do the math for yourself. But in that site, you have another 400, 500 people working so hard, day and night, moving cement, brick, and mortar. But the architect comes with a piece of paper, with a drawing, and makes money that the 400 people have to work 20 years collectively to make in one project. It's called the law of compensation, the law of choices. In school, this one chose to work hard, and this one chose to play. And now in life, the one that played are working hard, and the one that worked hard is taking it easy. I say money hides in choices. Choice of career, choice of professions, choice of dreams, choice of arts, choice of passion. Money hides in choices. We make choices, and our choices make us. Trust me, the guy that is earning 10 times than what you earn made a choice. The guy that has 4 different cars in a week and changes them in 1 week made a choice. The guy that lives in an 11-bedroom house with 2 children and the guy that lives in a 2-bedroom house with 11 children, they both made choices. I say life is about choices. To live your dream is a choice. To be a victim is a choice. To be fulfilled is a choice. To be a casualty is a choice. I tell people, don't rush to help people when they are so much in trouble, because every lifestyle that people have simply reflects the choices they made in life. Money hides in choices. If you choose to be excellent, it's a choice. In fact, one of my favorite quotes by Ralph Waldo Emerson is this one. He said, if a man can write a better book, preach a better sermon, or make a better mousetrap than his neighbors, though he builds his house in the woods, the world will make a beaten path to his door. When a man chooses to be superior than his neighbor, when a man chooses to be superior than his peers and make his work superior and more excellent, though he build his house in the wood, the world will search for him. The world will look for him, because it's a choice he made. And then the other man who is by the front line, who made poor choices and have product and services, the world will ignore him. The world will bypass him. They will go looking for the man who built a house inside the woods because he made a choice to make a better mousetrap, to write a better book, and to preach a better sermon. Money is about impact. Choice is about impact. You make an impact in a business, they can't pay anything. You make an impact in a community, they can't pay anything. You make an impact in a job, they can't pay anything. Because money hides in choices. What are the choices you are making? The life you live tomorrow, either wealthy or miserable, either large or scarcity, it all depends on the choices you and I make today. Until next time, be inspired before you expire. Good night.